We are at the site of the CITWC Nature Park, which is located on the campus of Westside Community Church at 6109 West Bancroft Street in Toledo, Ohio. There are 4 entrances to the Nature Park trails off the parking lot. Straight ahead is the entrance to the Prairie Circle, which leads to the west trail. Moving to the left is the entrance to the main access trail. Over in that corner is another entrance that leads to the Scripture Trail, or at least a portion of the Scripture Trail, which leads to the West Trail and the Mayapple Trail. And then the other last entrance is the entrance to the Scripture Trail. Today we're going to go to the Mayapple Trail. The roped off area is the area where we first found Indian pipe, was a saprophyte, a plant, not a fungus, a plant that has no chlorophyll in it. So it comes up white. Later we'll have some pictures to show you. And here is Scripture Trail to the Scripture Trail to the left has been paved with crushed limestone to help those people who have a little more of a challenge to walk than some of us, because as you can see by the sign, the trails are primitive. Walkers may encounter tripping hazards such as root holes, vines, ruts, stumps, mud, etc. Please be careful. So to the right, you can go to the Scripture Trail, the East Trail, and the Mayapple Trail. We're going to go to the Mayapple Trail. This is an area that we cleared out in the summer, and we're going to populate it with native plants, flowers, etc. that the area but pollinators. If we go to the right, we go to the Scripture Trail. To the left, we go to the East Trail, which takes us back to the Mayapple Trail. In various parts of the park, we do have signs identifying some of the trees. That one have to be a large cottonwood. This is the intersection of the East Trail, which goes to the left. The Mayapple Trail goes to the right. Mayapple Trail was named because last spring we got about 50 mayapple roots, which we hope to have growth on this spring. We have currently 2 colonies of mayaples. One is at the entrance to the Scripture Trail. The other one is along the West Trail. There may be more, but we haven't found them. We do have some invasive plants along here, which we are trying to pull out. Some of the native invasive plants are the autumn olive tree, buckthorn, which right here is that buckthorn. You can see identified, you can see it looks like little thorns on there. There's There's a common buckthorn and a glossy buckthorn. I can't tell which this is at the moment because there are no leaves on it. But we want to try and take these out. We are now at the intersection of the main access trail and the Mayapple Trail. The Mayapple Trail goes straight to the right. The main access road takes you out to the parking lot. To the left, it takes you to the Pussy Willow Spur, the East Trail and West Trail, and the south part of the property bordered by a creek. That big vine back here is an Oriental bittersweet. That is a big one. It is not native. It spreads like crazy because it puts out a red berry. Birds eat it, which to our birds it has no nutritional value, and if allowed to grow, you can see up here where it gets very thick up there, it will choke out our trees. Back to the trail. As you can see, we do have some cleanup. How these got out here in this part of the park, I have no idea, but we're going to try and rid them this summer. We have some other debris which we're going to try and get out of here this summer. And here we are at the intersection of the Mayapple Trail where it connects to the West Trail. To the left, it takes you back to the creek and eventually leads you back to the main access trail and connects to the East Trail. Both will take you out to the parking lot, and to the right here is part of the West Trail that will take you back to the Prairie Circle and then to the parking lot. We are constantly trying to identify trees, flowers, grasses around here. We have identified close to 60 native wildflowers in this park. We are trying to add more because we are losing habitat for these plants. These plants are important because they feed insects. A lot of insects will lay their eggs. The larvae will eat certain kinds of trees or leaves off of certain kinds of plants. And if we don't have those, the birds don't have food. And if we lose all this stuff, eventually there won't be enough to support even us. And here we are coming back to the Prairie Circle. and back pretty much to where we started this walk.